Hey, this is Amber from Road to Gardenberry. Today I wanted to talk about my new Jardineer Raised Garden Bed. So this is my first experience with the company Jardineer. I currently have several raised beds, including three birdies. I have the two tall boys back there behind my tall boy, and I have a Vego rolling patio bed to the left of him. Behind that, there's a birdies sort of cross configuration as well. But the goal for today is really to talk about the difference between the Jardineer bed and our experience with Birdies and Vego. So right off the bat, the packaging stood out to me. I mean, this thing came in one small box. It was heavy, but it was not so heavy that I couldn't pick it up off the porch. And because I knew it was going to be a couple of weekends before we'd be able to assemble it, I was able to easily store this single small box away until it was time. And then when we unpackaged it, I mean, there was very little trash. Everything was really well padded and nothing was dinged or dented, which is the experience we've had with other beds. So that was lovely. But it was wrapped in paper, and I'm super pleased about that because it's so much more environmentally friendly than the styrofoam and the plastic. And the box broke down really easily, and we'll use that to line the bed when we get it in its space. As you can see, my husband did most of the assembly while I kept the kids occupied. And so this is now the fourth bed that he's assembled. So I really wanted to get his opinion. He said first, the hardware is much better. So, like the little tool that it came with worked really well. There was plenty of room to turn and to tighten, and it was easier on the hand after you're doing the same motion over and over again. There are fewer bolts holding it together compared to the Birdies and Vigo, which is really nice for assembly. However, we know those bolts are there for a reason. So we're going to see if this will stand up to the test of time. And overall, the construction is really comparable. I mean, it's nice, sturdy. I stood inside it and picked it up and moved it across the yard, and it didn't waver. I mean, it stayed in its solid condition. My husband said he also really likes the rubber trim. It feels more like tire tread, so he believes it may last a little bit longer. I mean, it certainly went on easier. I have always struggled with putting that trim on. Aesthetically, I think it looks very similar to the other beds. It's different in color, which is one of the reasons why I chose to move it away from my green bed. Here's the cool little tool. That thing was awesome for both of us. Our hands definitely felt better at the end of the day, so we're going to keep it. But going back to the color here, I mean, this is a beautiful pearl white. I never thought it was particularly kind for one of the other gardening companies to kind of take the initial green color from the other bed. So I'm thankful that Jardinier took the high road and went with the colors that they chose. Honestly, I really like it. I look forward to sharing the future state with you. The goal is to revamp the space in front of the chicken coop with the Jardineer bed and turn it into a medicinal garden. It will be wild and beautiful with sort of a cottage feel, and it'll contain medicinal herbs and plants that I can feed to my family and my chickens. So, yeah, I say if you're on the fence, give it a shot. I mean, the price is more pocket friendly, the quality appears really, really good. The assembly was easy, maybe even a little bit easier, but after five garden beds, we may have learned a trick or two. So thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in homesteading and gardening, I encourage you to just get out there and get started, whether it's a big, beautiful bed like this Jardineer bed or 5-gallon buckets. I mean, baby steps are still progress.